fighting for Amazon's headquarters in the dark.
None of that should be held behind closed doors.
Why the Austin City Council doesn't even know exactly what's being promised to the online retail giant.
The bids are in and the competition is on, with Amazon receiving 238 proposals from cities vying to land the company's second headquarters. Austin is one of those cities, but now city council members are coming forward with concerns about offers or incentives. KXAN's Kylie McGivern has an in-depth look at the search for answers.
I don't have any information about what the Chamber of Commerce may have submitted.
The Austin Chamber of Commerce is leading the bidding process for Amazon's second headquarters, promising to create as many as 50,000 jobs with an average salary above $100,000. But the chamber says it's keeping specifics of its proposal close to the vest, even from council members like Leslie Poole.
Well, my fear in the not knowing is that some offers or promises were made that we don't know about, but we would be on the hook for having to make good on them. And that's not my idea of public policy.
When asked when council would be looped in, the chamber told us it's something they can't really discuss. But under city code, any promises of incentives would have to be done in public with council approval.
We have some ordinances that cover that specifically. I have to think that since the city council wasn't asked for any input, that nothing about the city is being offered, but I don't know that.
Poole says she requested details on the bid from the city manager's office, but is still waiting on that information.
None of that should be held behind closed doors. None of those conversations should be determined and decided in secret.
The city's Economic Prosperity Commission approved a recommendation to council last week to support Austin's bid and consider the full spectrum of incentive and other economic development tools. This comes as the city looks to overhaul its incentive policy. Council directing the city manager to put together a thorough review of incentive options. An update is expected in December. Shannon?
Kylie, thank you. Again, it is not clear if the chamber is mentioning or offering any economic incentives to Amazon to come to Austin, but the city has done so in the past. In 2014, an economic incentive proposal to bring WebSense and Dropbox included $2 million for 10 years. But they had to hold up their end of the bargain, and that includes meeting the city's guidelines for job creation wages. And in 2013, the city of Austin approved $9.6 million for an Apple facility. The state added $21 million in economic incentives.